Okay, we're live now. Okay, people, title to the show will be Gang Wars and More. And now, what's up, Miracle Elf? How you doing today? Now, title today's show, we're gonna be talking about gang wars and more. Now, we're gonna speak about this because we got some gang wars in Memphis, Tennessee. So we're gonna do a live stream about this. So okay, you're the first person watching. So okay, so I'll do this. See? Now let's see what's gonna we're gonna and my fact, let me do this. Hold on. Leave call. Take this off so it won't, because we got some game wars out there. Because we got every gang member who are in the game too. Oh yeah, the Ku Klux Klan or the terrorist group too. So it's exactly why I said this before. The gang violence is there in the black community and every community too. So we're gonna play this video right here. So we're gonna get started. So we're gonna play this video right here. Hold on.
State of emergency and a curfew amid surging gang violence and a deadly gang assault on the capital's main prison that allowed thousands of inmates to escape. The U.S. Embassy in Haiti is urging citizens to leave the country. Haiti has been engulfed in turmoil for years, as our CNN's David Culver explains.
So we're like a block away?
Yeah.
It's as close as we can get driving. So we layer up and walk. Oh, yeah. You can already smell it. Wow, look at people just still making their commute as tires are burning right in the middle of the street here. No police barricade, no firefighters, most seemingly unfazed. These flames have been burning for several hours. Haiti has been engulfed in turmoil for years. We don't have a home to live in, we don't have food to eat. That's what they're shouting. Many here now fear their country is on the brink of exploding. Does it feel safe right now?
No.
It doesn't.
No, doesn't say. My country is broken right now.
These folks blame the current government and Prime Minister Ariel Henry, appointed following the assassination of President Jovenel Moise in 2021. They want Henry to go, but he says he's not yet ready to step down. This as panicked street shootouts like this one have become a near daily occurrence. It's often a clash between police and the gangs, which have essentially taken Haiti hostage. They flaunt their weapons and wealth on TikTok, threatening police and basking in lawlessness. Many residents now living behind barricades. This is not the gangs doing this. This is the folks that live in these neighborhoods who are putting these up to prevent gangs from coming in and kidnapping. Using whatever might stop or slow the kidnappers. Efforts to protect families and preserve innocence. That innocence shattered for others. This 14-year-old says he was recruited by a gang at 11. Tells me he's often forced to burn the bodies of those killed by other gang members. I want to change my way of life, he says, with a heavy look of shame. At an early morning food distribution, we meet dozens of women who have felt the wrath of gang violence. At times, we notice a lost stare in their eyes. All of them have been victims, so there's nobody here who has not been a victim. This woman's sister, shot and killed. This one's husband, burned alive inside their home. This woman tells us she was raped. She shows us the marks left behind. In recent months, gangs have seized more and more control over this country, including the roads leading to Port-au-Prince. Officials estimate that gangs now control as much as 80% of the capital. Even the U.S. Embassy and International Airport are mostly surrounded by rival gang territories. It's led the Haitian National Police to create an undercover unit. We go with them to the front lines.
This unit actually goes into gang areas, looks for gang members, and fights them.
The officers ask us not to reveal our exact location. And they tell us to work quickly, given we're standing exposed on a windy hillside. As police have described it to me, basically everything behind me is occupied by the gangs. It's under their control. There are homes all around us. We're standing on the foundation of one home that had been abandoned. They offer to drive us closer.
And you can see they're getting ready.
Yes, our driver's all geared up now, ready for potential gunfire to come our way. Stay away from the windows as we come in here. They describe this as the last defensive point, and beyond here is what they consider to be their front lines. From here, you can see the battlefield. No signs of any suspected gang members, for now. Police are not the only ones trying to gain the upper hand here. In a fractured state, alternatives to the gangs and government surface. We're headed to meet a commander of BSAP, Haiti's armed environmental protection agency that has splintered from the Henry government, challenging its legitimacy. We pull up to a gated compound. The man in the purple shirt leads us in. He then changes into his BSAP uniform. It's the commander. He's in hiding from police. His message echoes the anti-government protester.
Toute révolution.
He flexes BSAP's strength in numbers and its potential to help bring stability. But when it comes to his own family, you mentioned you have 4 kids. What do you think their future is in this country? He fears their future is best served leaving Haiti. The desperation is felt beyond Port-au-Prince. In places like Jeremy, the UN chopper is the safest way to get there. It's about an hour ride. Members of the World Food Program take us through this rural coastal community, devastated by recent protests.
Right back there, you had 5 people were killed last week.
Right there?
It was right there, yeah.
We arrive at this agricultural consortium. The WFP buys food from these local farmers to then hand out. But the recent protests have blocked distribution efforts, leaving some food to spoil. It's frustrating for the WFP officials, as they know you don't have to look far to find hunger here. These farmers pointing to their stomachs, lifting their shirts to us. When you're hungry, a lot of folks will look at Haiti and they'll say, it's had issues for so long. The question that no doubt people in the U.S. will ask is, well, why should we help?
Well, there are 2 reasons why you need to help. First of all, it's on humanitarian grounds. But then there's also our own self-interest in the U.S. So the longer you wait to act on Haiti, the more migrants there will be on our southern border. It's that simple.
Many here search for normalcy where they can. Even with the threat of violence, missing Mass for some is not an option. They wear their Sunday best and unite in prayer. Places of worship are not immune from gang terror, but they at least offer a moment of tranquility and hope for now.
And David Culver joins us now live from Los Angeles. David, just really incredible piece there. What can you share with us about what the latest is on the ground? We know, of course, over the weekend there was that massive prison break. I mean, what's the latest you can tell us?
Oh, Rahel, we ended that piece there with the moment of tranquility and hope. It's been shattered. Over the past 72 hours, what we have seen is a surge in the violence there. You mentioned that prison outbreak. 2 prisons in particular were targeted there by gangs. And according to Haitian police, I mean, this could be a game changer in sustaining any sort of stability that's left, because this outbreak has included what they believe to be more than 3,000 inmates who have gotten out. But beyond that, you're looking at a country, if we take a step back here, that has been dealing with natural disasters, political turmoil, all of this in recent years. And people there that, as you saw in that piece, really say that they want to have their own choice in things and their own leadership. And right now there's a leader, Prime Minister Ariel Henry, who has been appointed. They have not had elections since 2016. The Henry government says that the reason they have not had elections is because of the instability that we pointed out there. You've got dozens of gangs, and you see some of these images that were airing from the past weekend that have basically taken over the entire country. And now what's really concerning, Rahel, is just in the past 72 hours, these gangs are starting to coordinate with each other. And so that suggests that there's this united front now that's really going to make things difficult for police.
Yeah, and even more difficult for Haitians. And I just thought it was so striking, just your interview with the young boy, the 14-year-old, talking to some of the parents. Let me ask, David, you have reported from Haiti before. How different does this unrest feel from what you have witnessed before?
Well, from what we just saw on the ground just in the past couple of weeks when we were there, what we are seeing now, and this kind of goes along with even as we were planning for this trip, is that today going there is safer than tomorrow. And those are the words from one contact on the ground when I was trying to figure out, okay, when should we logistically get on the ground when we were initially planning this trip? And that suggests that you really cannot understate the dire situation that's happening. And it's not only from a violence perspective, but just a humanitarian one. You heard that gentleman there with the World Food Program explain to us that this is beyond trying to help Haiti. This is trying to sustain regionally what could be another country that, if it falls into shambles, which really Haiti right now is a broken state, you then have a people who are so desperate they're going to go elsewhere. And we've already seen that. Having covered immigration at the border, the number of Haitians that have been trying to come over has increased significantly in recent years. And the warning is that that's going to continue because, quite frankly, they have nowhere else to go.
Just incredible reporting. David Culver, thank you so much for bringing it to us here. David, thanks.
Thanks, Ralph.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna play this live stream right here. This video right here, the clans of killers, because now I dropped the link if somebody wanna hop on the panel, because we got members of the gang violence in society today. I don't know why the mainstream media don't label the Ku Klux Klan as gang members, because the Ku Klux Klan, they hurt and killed non-black people who don't look like them, and black people too. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna play this video, and then we're gonna come back with my commentary. So let's go ahead and do this right here. Oh,
terrorist organization and mixes violence.
When Gangland came out, oh, that's the first episode, November 6th. See, I watched this before back in like, what was it? November 2007. I watched it before. I mean, it was not a joke, man. It was not a joke. So let's play this video, because I seen so many people die behind this stuff. So let's play this video. Sorry, I was stuttering.
Violence with hate.
The Jew is even worse than
Its legacy was passed down from father to son and has one major goal. White power.
See,
Jews are like parasites.
If your dog bites you, you punish them. It's the same way I feel about other races.
An extreme new generation has taken up the KKK's radical message.
I'm the big bad racist and hater.
They are the Imperial Clans of America, the IKA. The new face of the Ku Klux Klan.
Death before dishonor. We'd rather die than do something we don't believe in.
Louisville, home of the Kentucky Derby. From its luxurious mansions to the banks of the Ohio River, it's the perfect picture of Southern charm. The fighting spirit of the South is seen in every corner, where the Confederate flag symbolizes rebel pride. But a darker force lies just out of sight.
Hello. Cool.
In the resurgence of an infamous brotherhood, the Ku Klux Klan.
The Klan, of course, is the oldest terrorist group in this nation.
Founded in the 1800s, the Ku Klux Klan, or KKK, exists in...
Alright, hold on. Let's click out this.
Klansman, do you accept the light?
Yes, sir.
The Grand Dragon, Stephen Howard, leads his fellow Klansmen in that notorious ceremony.
Klansman, do you accept the light?
Yes, I do.
Klansman, do you accept the light?
I accept this light.
It is legal done here in the woods on private property. It is 10 years in federal prison if done on a black family's lawn to intimidate them.
Klansman for Mississippi!
Mississippi!
Klansman for America!
For America!
Klansmen, behold the fiery cross, still brilliant. All the troubled history failed to quench its hallowed flame. Let me say that the cross is an inspiration, a sign of the Christian religion, a symbol of faith, hope, and love. We do not burn but light the cross to signify that Christ is the light of the world.
White power!
White power!
White power! White power! White power!
As the fiery cross is reduced to a few sparking embers, the Clavern members leave the clearing and head back to the trailer.
I just want to ask you one other thing about the gun. You have it with you all the time?
Everywhere I go, concealed weapon. The U.S. government gave me that. I lost a lot of good friends of mine. Fighting for this country for nothing. For nothing. All because of the U.S. government.
You're mad at the government.
I'm very mad at the government. I mean, yeah, I do. I got a lot of hate in me. A lot of hate for nothing. I got a lot of built up in me. A lot of hurt. A lot of hurt.
Pastor Hartsfield knows all about hurt.
It hurts deeply, and I struggled for a long time not to hate those people that did that. Good will overcome evil. Right will overcome wrong.
On this night, you can only hope the pastor's right. The air.
Hold on. See, we're gonna play this video right here.
In the period following the Civil War known as Reconstruction, the United States Congress enacted a series of laws that gave blacks the rights of citizenship, voting, and equal protection under the law. But when blacks tried to claim those rights, Southern whites tried to deny them. In the late 1860s, white supremacist groups began to organize throughout the South. The largest was the Ku Klux Klan.
The origins of the KKK are a little bit obscure. It seems to have begun in Tennessee, certainly began among former Confederate soldiers. Initially, it seemed to be given over to pranksterism, but very quickly the KKK becomes a rubric to describe all sorts of paramilitary and vigilante groups, some small, some large, some politically connected, some relatively ad hoc, that take it as their task to enforce the submission of the now free black population through violent means.
The Klan's presence was especially strong in Arkansas, Georgia, Louisiana, and South Carolina, where blacks equaled or outnumbered the white population. The Klan was made up of former Confederate soldiers, some members of the Democratic Party, and those resistant to Congress's plans to reconstruct the South. They were angry that the Republican Party, who held the majority in Congress and were the ones pushing for civil rights for blacks, were forcing these changes by controlling southern state governments against the will of white residents there. Klan members terrorized blacks in church, at the polls, and in schools. They intimidated teachers, forcing them to stop teaching black students. They used threats of violence to keep blacks from leaving plantations. And then the threats became real. They beat, tortured, and even murdered blacks to prevent them from voting and from serving as political leaders. Between 1865 and 1877, the Klan and other related white supremacist groups were responsible for more than 4,000 deaths throughout the South.
You might say it's really the first period of homegrown American terrorism. The Ku Klux Klan was the Al-Qaeda of the 19th century.
These acts of terrorism were effective. Many blacks stayed home from the polls out of fear. As blacks overwhelmingly voted for Republicans, Republican-controlled state governments in the South began to weaken.
And this was the beginning of a process that eventually leads to a much more massive white mobilization of vigilante violence, which toppled Reconstruction governments through violent means in the middle of the 1870s.
In response to the murders and intimidation, President Ulysses S. Grant signed the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871, a law that directed the federal government to prosecute people who attempted to deny blacks their civil rights. Still, the Klan and other groups continued to grow over the next century.
Okay. Now we're gonna go back to this video right here.
The Ku Klux Klan, or KKK, is deeply rooted in the post-Civil War history of the United States. They are three of the most familiar words and letters in almost any language, synonymous with hatred, intimidation, and murder. The Klan had three evolutions in its history as it evolved and altered its methods, tactics, and expanded its focus. All three movements have called for the purification of American society. During each period of the Klan's existence, the official membership was secret, and estimates of the total numbers of members was unknown, and they were highly exaggerated by both friends and enemies alike. The first Klan was founded in Pulaski, Tennessee, on December 24, 1865, by 6 former officers of the Confederate Army. They were Frank McCord, Richard Reed, John Lester, John Kennedy, J. Calvin Jones, and James Crow. It started innocuously as a fraternal social club inspired at least in part by the then largely defunct Sons of Malta, perceived as an offshoot combined of the old Knights Templar and Teutonic Knights. The KKK adopted many of the initiation rites and formal ceremonies of those previous organizations with the same purpose of fraternity, solidarity, and most of all, political power, which today in hindsight is laughable as well as tragic. The official KKK manual describing these rituals was printed by Laps D. McCord of Pulaski, Tennessee. The Klan also needed a distinguishing uniform, which later in their history would become notorious: robes, and hence their adopting the Spanish capirote hood. Former Confederate Brigadier General George Gordon, for whom Fort Gordon, Georgia was named for, developed the prescript, which supported the superiority of white society and culture and adopted and taught white supremacist beliefs. They created the ranking system, and at the top of the KKK was the Imperial Wizard, or the National President. Below this were the Grand Dragons, who governed an individual state, called a realm. Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest was elected the first Imperial Wizard and stated that he was the Klan's national leader. Forrest was very concerned about the Republican influence growing among the blacks in the South. Despite its apparently well-structured appearance, the Klan had no membership rosters, no named chapters, and no listed local officers, so it was difficult to judge its membership. If you enjoyed this clip and want to see the full episode version,
Okay. The Aryan Brotherhood too. Let's talk about them because it's a hate group too. We're gonna talk about them, the Aryan Brotherhood. Okay. That's a white supremacist gang out there. Oh, let me subscribe to them.
TV. April 8th, 1997.
We're gonna play a bit of the video about this Aryan Brotherhood hate group, and then we're gonna come back to my commentary with this certain topics.
The federal ADX Supermax prison in Florence, Colorado, the most secure in the United States. Without warning, 3 inmates jump a 4th, kicking the man and stabbing him with homemade knives. Prison justice is being carried out. The inmate being beaten has gotten himself on the wrong side of the Aryan Brotherhood, one of the most powerful and notorious gangs in the history of U.S. prisons. Their calling card is violence.
Prison gangs are the top of the food chain. In the predator world, the criminal world, prison gangs make the rules.
The Aryan Brotherhood is the Cadillac of white prison gangs.
Its members live and die by a simple code: blood in, blood out.
No one can put their hands on a brother or disrespect a brother. If they do, you kill them.
In the brutal culture of prisons, violence is the norm. And for more than 4 decades, the Brotherhood has been among the worst offenders. Now, rarely seen video reveals the savagery of America's most murderous prison gang as former members spill their secrets.
It had to be vicious. If you took a guy out and just butchered his ass in front of everybody, other people seen that and they didn't want it happening to them.
Blood in, blood out, man. You gotta wet your steel.
40 years after its birth, the tentacles of the Brotherhood reach far beyond prison walls.
The hand of the AB could reach out and snuff your life out.
In prison, violence erupts without warning. It is part of daily life.
Most men would have a thought in the back of their mind as to whether they could take it, whether they could survive.
When you go into prison, everyone's checking you out. In prison, eye contact is for only 2 reasons. Either we're in love or we're gonna fight.
Violence got the message across like nothing else could. You could talk till you were blue in the face, but the thing they did understand, particularly in a controlled environment where you can't get away, is violence.
At the heart of this brutality are the gangs that dominate American prisons. One of the most infamous is the Aryan Brotherhood.
Okay, let's stop doing all that. Because you know the Aryan Brotherhood don't play around, so let's play this video right here. Whoa, never mind. No, let's...
Else could. You could talk till you were blue in the face, but the thing they did understand, particularly in a controlled environment where you can't get away, is violence.
At the heart of this brutality are the gangs that dominate American prisons. One of the most infamous is the Aryan Brotherhood. Though small in numbers and outmanned in the yards, Aryan Brotherhood members have carried out contract killings, dominated the drug trade, and intimidated terror. The Brotherhood's unequaled use of brute force has been a trademark throughout its history, which begins in the yards of California's oldest penitentiaries. This is Folsom Prison in Represa, California. Races mixed freely in the yard here, and by all accounts, with relative peace for the first 80 years.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop there, okay? So let me go ahead and play this other video, because you got some gang members out there in the white community. They don't like black people, and they don't like Latinos too. Okay. Okay. Because you know the Aryan Brotherhood don't play around. Okay. Let's do this. Let's play this video.
Prison gang.
Hold on. Because once you in jail, you gotta fight the other gang members in jail, the Aryan Brotherhoods too. So we're gonna play this video right here.
Gangs are formed inside prisons and correctional facilities for mutual protection and control of the gang. Most prisons
and it's truth. The Aryan Brotherhood is a terrorist group. I don't know why the mainstream media don't call them out on their bullshit. So let's keep on going.
In the United States were racially segregated until the 1960s. As prisons began to desegregate, many inmates organized themselves into gangs along racial lines. The Aryan Brotherhood is believed to have been formed at San Quentin State Prison, but it may have been inspired by the Bluebird Gang. They decided to strike against the African Americans who were forming their own militant group called the Black Guerrilla Family. In the early 1970s, the Aryan Brotherhood had a connection with Charles Manson and the Manson family. Several members of the Manson family were in prison at the time, and they attempted to join forces. However, the relationship did not last long. The Aryan Brotherhood grew quickly in the California prison system and eventually started a race war in 1975 with the other prison gangs such as the Mexican Mafia, La Nuestra Familia, and Black Guerrilla Family. As a result of the race war, California prison officials segregated the gangs to different prisons in California. When the Aryan Brotherhood was isolated in the Chino prison, they were able to continue to grow and develop their leadership hierarchy. From 1981 to 1983, Aryan Brotherhood were responsible for more than half of the murders of inmates and prison officers. By the 1990s, the Aryan Brotherhood had shifted its focus away from killing for strictly racial reasons and focused on organized crimes such as drug trafficking, prostitution, and sanctioned murders. They took on organized crime-level power inside much of the United States prison system, where they eventually accumulated greater power and influence than the American Mafia. In April 1993, members of the Aryan Brotherhood along with members of the Black Muslims and other gangs in the Southern Ohio Correctional Facility initiated the Lucasville prison riot in Lucasville. The rioters took several officers hostage and killed 9 inmates, then killed an officer. Their complaints included alleged abusive treatment and overcrowding, with Black Muslims also demanding an end to mandatory tuberculosis testing, which they said violated their faith. Investigations and prosecutions. In late 2002, 29 leaders of the gang were simultaneously rounded up from prisons all over the country and brought to trial under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations (RICO) Act. The intention was to bring death sentences for at least 21 of them, in a manner similar to tactics used against organized crime. The case produced 30 convictions, but none of the most powerful leaders received a death sentence. Sentencing occurred in March 2006 for 3 of the most powerful leaders of the gang, including Barry Mills and Tyler Bingham, who were indicted for numerous crimes, including murder, conspiracy, drug trafficking, and racketeering, and for ordering killings and beatings from their cells. Bingham and Mills were convicted of murder and sent back to United States Penitentiary Administrative Maximum Facility Prison, ADX, in Florence, Colorado, where they are serving life sentences without parole, escaping the death penalty. Prosecuting the gang has been difficult, because many members are already serving life sentences with no possibility of parole, so prosecutors were seeking the death penalty for 21 of those indicted but have dropped the death penalty on all but 5 defendants. On June 23, 2005, after a 20-month investigation, a federal strike force raided 6 houses in northeastern Ohio which belonged to members of the Order of the Blood, a criminal organization which is controlled by the Aryan Brotherhood. 34 Aryan Brotherhood members were arrested, and warrants were issued for the arrests of 10 more. In November 2020, more than 60 individuals that were associated with the Aryan Brotherhood were arrested in a multi-agency operation that took place in California, Montana, and Nevada. Investigators saw evidence that Aryan Brotherhood members were operating outside of prisons and noticed connections between the gang and violent crimes, firearms trafficking, and drug trafficking. The government saw these offenses occurring on the West Coast. However, connections to the gang were made across the country, reaching as far as Alabama, all tied to the Aryan Brotherhood, eventually leading to the seizure of 80 pounds of methamphetamine, 5 pounds of heroin, and more than 25 firearms. Ideology and motivation. The initial motivation for the formation of the group in San Quentin in 1964 was self-protection against an existing black prison gang. They have since changed their motives to ensure they stay relevant by taking interest in making money, and they have occasionally set aside racist views, such as by allying themselves with Latin American gangs, in order to make a profit. Daryl
That's 100% true.
Johnson, leader of the Domestic Terrorist Analysis Team whose job it is to monitor the activity of right-wing militias and other domestic terrorist groups, said that white supremacist organizations in prisons are a radicalization threat, committing acts of violence inside prison, and then in the larger communities after release. Johnson named the Aryan Brotherhood of Texas and the Aryan Circle as examples of white supremacist prison-based gangs which are radicalization threats. In an investigation in California prisons which ended in 1989, the FBI characterized the Brotherhood as a violent, white supremacist group, and a 2008 DHS intelligence conference in Newport, Rhode Island divided violent domestic extremism into 3 types, and concluded that white supremacist groups like Aryan Brotherhood remained a threat and a cause for concern. Operations and membership. Estimates of Aryan Brotherhood membership vary from 15,000 to 20,000 members in and out of prison. The Aryan Brotherhood has members inside federal and state prisons and outside on the streets. All members are white and are either in prison or have been in prison. Joining is difficult. New members are on probation for a year, must swear a blood oath for life, and must commit a violent act to join the Brotherhood, such as killing a rival inmate, assaulting an officer, or murdering an African American or Hispanic prisoner. Members are indoctrinated with various reading materials as The Art of War and Machiavelli's. Criminal activities inside prison walls include male prostitution, gambling, extortion, and drug trafficking, primarily involving methamphetamines. Outside prison, the Aryan Brotherhood engages in every kind of criminal enterprise, including contract killings, armed robbery, gun running, methamphetamine manufacturing, heroin sales, counterfeiting, and identity theft. Organization and affiliation. After its formation in California prisons in the mid-1960s, the Aryan Brotherhood had spread to most California prisons by 1975. After some of its leaders were sent to federal prisons, they took the opportunity to start organizing inside the federal prison system. This ended with the creation of 2 separate, but related organizations, the California Aryan Brotherhood and the Federal Prison Aryan Brotherhood. As a former top leader said, they're like 2 related but different crime families. They each have their ruling commission, but they're allies. By the late 1970s, these gangs had fewer than 100 members, but their membership grew rapidly as they absorbed other racist and skinhead groups, and today these gangs are estimated to have over 20,000 members in both the federal and state prison systems. In its early days, the group had a one-man, one-vote system, but this broke down as a result of the group's rapid expansion, and it was replaced by the establishment of a hierarchical structure, headed by a 12-man council, and overseen by a 3-member commission. The federal and state systems each had their own council and commission. Organization varies somewhat, from prison to prison. For example, in the Arizona prison system, members are known as kindred and organize into families. A council controls the families. Kindred may recruit other members, known as progeny, and serve as a mentor for the new recruits. A sort of internal banking or accounting system was instituted, which allowed them to tax criminal activity on the streets and collect 20% on the proceeds, money which is then laundered and controlled by the commission. Affiliations, alliances, and rivalries. The Aryan Brotherhood is affiliated with a network of smaller Peckerwood gangs, such as the Nazi Lowriders and Public Enemy No. 1. And the national hate-based organization Aryan Nations. The group also has an alliance with the Mexican Mafia, as the two are mutual enemies of Black Guerrilla family. Other rival gangs include the Black P, Stones, Bloods, Crips, D.C. Blacks, and Nuestra Familia. In 1992, the gang established ties with American Mafia crime, via boss John Gotti, who was sentenced to prison and contacted the Aryan Brotherhood for protection while he was in prison. Gotti also organized a business partnership which operated on the outside between his group and the Brotherhood, and as a result of this business partnership, the group's power greatly expanded on the streets. Symbology and identification. The Aryan Brotherhood uses various symbols and images to identify members and the organization, and spoken or written mottos and oaths to secure them. New members were branded with a tattoo, following the procedure in a prison novel popular among inmates. The image was either a green shamrock, the letters AB, or the number 666. The brand meant the inmate belonged to Aryan Brotherhood. Other means of identification of group membership were the blood in, blood out motto symbolizing lifelong membership with no exit other than death, and the pledge, an 8-line oath that each new member had to swear.
That was deep right there. That was deep. Now, we're going to play this other video right here. That was 100% deep on that video. Let's play this video right here.
Byrd is a notorious figure, infamous for his brutal and sadistic acts as a chief of the Aryan Brotherhood. His dark past is marked by shocking displays of viciousness, such as piercing his fellow Aryan Brotherhood member and forcing him to consume bread soaked in his own plasma. Byrd's capacity for cruelty reached horrifying depths when he callously inflicted 37 wounds on another individual. These gruesome acts serve as a testament to his unwavering commitment to the Aryan Brotherhood, placing them above all else. Byrd's conviction for kidnapping and assault resulted in a 50-year sentence in a Texas prison. Recognizing the threat he poses due to his gang affiliation, prosecutors sought to confine him in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day. This restriction aims to curtail his ability to orchestrate criminal activities, both within and beyond prison walls, by limiting contact with other inmates. Described as a passionate believer, Byrd's devotion to the Aryan Brotherhood of Texas borders on a religion. He was known to profess, "What's hard for some is just right for me," emphasizing his deep-seated allegiance to the Brotherhood. Byrd's reputation within the gang ranks earned him the moniker Birdman, a name that instills fear among inmates. Even outside prison, he was entrusted with supervising ex-convicts, owing to his taste for artful viciousness. Byrd's sentencing highlights a significant victory in combating the criminal activities of the Aryan Brotherhood. As one of its high-ranking leaders, his removal from society serves as a step toward dismantling the gang's influence. Messing with James Byrd, a notorious member of the Aryan Brotherhood, is a decision that leads to a perilous path filled with severe consequences. Byrd's reputation for viciousness and his unwavering dedication to the Brotherhood make him a force to be reckoned with. Should anyone dare to cross his path, they would find themselves entangled in a web of danger and suffering. First and foremost, confronting James Byrd would expose one to his brutal and sadistic nature. Byrd's history of heinous acts reveals the depths of his evil. He possesses an alarming ability to inflict pain and suffering, making those who challenge him open to unimaginable cruelty. On February 1, 2014, Byrd ordered Aryan Brotherhood members to kidnap Lovick Stikelether for infighting. Quoting court documents, the newspaper reported that Stikelether was taken to a Tarrant County residence, stripped of his clothes, tied up and restrained under guard for hours. When Byrd arrived, he assaulted Stikelether with a pistol, kicked him and wounded him twice in the shoulders. Birdman then shoved a piece of bread in Stikelether's wounds to absorb his own gore, before eating half the bread. Byrd then ordered Stikelether to eat the other half to make a point about how Brotherhood members should live, the newspaper reported. Stikelether survived. The repercussions of challenging Byrd extend far beyond personal encounters. Him being a chief within the Aryan Brotherhood makes it worse. He commands the loyalty and support of fellow associates. Crossing Byrd would likely result in facing the wrath of the entire gang. The ABT is notorious for its vicious and ruthless nature, engaging in activities such as slayings, arsons, and substances trafficking. The immediate threats posed by Byrd, one must also consider the long-term psychological and emotional toll. Survivors of Byrd's violence often face lifelong trauma, haunted by the horrifying experiences they endured. The psychological scars inflicted by Byrd's sadistic acts can deeply impact the lives of those who dare to challenge him. Byrd's reputation, influence, and the ruthlessness of the Aryan Brotherhood make him a force to be feared. Anyone contemplating crossing him would be wise to think twice before taking such a treacherous step, as the consequences are dire and far-reaching.
Now next, we're going to talk about this word Mexican Mafia. Let's talk about them. Because, you know, I don't play long clips of videos. All right. I can't play no graphic stuff on here, so we're going to do this. Here we go.
Support by the Hope Network Center for Autism.
They're gonna get dropped. That's the way
it's the gangbangers.
Also, they teaming up with the Aryan Brotherhoods too. I did my research on them. So let's play this.
They've turned Bexar into a battleground.
They're gonna get dropped. That's the way it's gonna be.
Where rivals face off behind bars.
This really is a power struggle.
And everyone is pushed to the edge.
It's a war. It's a war.
From inmates caught in the crossfire.
I got beat badly by 4 inmates.
To the officers trying to maintain control.
Fractured skulls, broken arms, broken ribs. It happens.
In the volatile world of Bexar County Jail, it's gang war in San Antonio.
These dudes will kill you.
To figure out the gang's next moves, the jail uses informants from inside their ranks. But when they break the gang's strict code of silence, the inmates have to remain anonymous. Like this Mexican Mafia informant, codenamed Teardrop.
I grew up in an era where everybody loved the Mexican Mafia in the streets.
All right, somebody want to join in? Okay. Oh, Shadow. What's up, man? How you doing today? What's up, Shadow? I'm just doing a premiere on this. What's up?
What's going on?
Not much. Doing a live show called Gang Wars, and we're gonna talk about Donald Trump versus the migrants. We're gonna I had to come on here to talk about this because I seen a video of those Hispanics had attacked a black teenager, and this is exactly why.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
I said it like this. This is exactly why we need to come together as a people, because you know Hispanics on team white supremacists, right? They team white supremacists. They don't like black people. And I did a
lot
short
of white
video
people
on
don't
that.
like them either. Yeah, they come in here getting all these benefits, and from what I heard, it's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Let's keep on going.
I just heard it's a mess, man.
Yeah, it's
Man,
I
they
know.
beat that black teen up so bad he almost died, man. So it's sad.
That's exactly why I said this before. We gotta come together as a people, Shadow. But it's gonna take a long day. So let's gonna play this video now.
These guys do parties, they get you into the clubs. large amounts of money, carrying big old machine guns and stuff like that. And, you know, oh man, I want to be like them. You have to commit attempted murder or a murder in order to be a Mexican Mafia member. I've done many hits with a shank and with a firearm.
Also known as the M, or Las Letras, the Mexican Mafia has dominated San Antonio street crime with ruthless efficiency for 30 years. They've even put their code in writing.
We created a constitution for the sole purpose of anything illegal: murder, contract killings, extortion, drugs, prostitution.
But the past decade has seen the rise of a splinter group behind bars. The gang known as the Tango Orajon. These inmates used to do the dirty.
You're probably gonna get copyright too.
Yeah. Let's stop.
You might have. You watched it for a few seconds. You might already got it.
Never mind. Yeah, let's stop it. Yeah, I just
You know what I'm
figured.
saying? At the end of the stream,
Okay.
you probably gonna have to delete it or something because that's copyright.
I know I'm gonna have to I had to trim segments of the video when I play copyright music. I ain't gonna do that no more. But yeah.
I don't know how Red and them be doing it because what a lot of these kinds of creators be doing is considered copyright. So
Yeah.
then if you wonder why they get flagged and shit, like because it's copyright.
Yeah,
You know,
I had threatened somebody. I told him anybody play my materials, I will copyright strike their ass. I will do it. I'm playing none of my shit without my permission. That's exactly what I'm gonna start doing to people this year.
But then they might say the same thing too. They might say, "Well, that applies for us as well." Just like you can do it to them, they can do it to you too.
All right.
Go both ways.
Okay, I know. Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? It go both ways.
Yeah. All right. Tell me about this topic. Gang wars.
Between who?
Blacks, Latinos, white, Asian, whoever who participate in the gangs.
Shit, you worry about that. Worry about the gang culture within the black community. If anything, that's killing each other.
Yes, we got Bloods and Crips and Vice Lords murdering each other. And
but yeah, like the whole black team, that probably was gang related.
Probably so.
And racial for sure.
Probably so. You had as of right now, I just seen Latino gang members be murdering each other too. I heard
They're gonna beat up a 16-year-old for trying to de-escalate a fight. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was just savage demonic stuff. What they did. See, this is exactly why I said this before. There's no black and brown unity.
Unity, you mean?
Unity.
Yeah.
Unity. My bad. That's
of
exactly
course
why
it's not. 'Cause at the end of the day, they still a lot of people classify them as white, even though they're not white, but it's like they're not black either. So it's like,
I know
they people
heard,
of color, but
yeah, I know I heard these Hispanics and Cuban are racist towards black people.
I think Hispanic is just like saying like as a whole, like saying like because there's different.
No, most
we
of them,
can't put that on every.
I know it's most of them are racist.
We can't think about how many corn sites have is interracial, so we can't even say that nowadays. All these Spanish women that want black men, so we can't even say that. So we can't, sit here and just fully generalize all of them because that's not true.
I know it's not true. It's some of them are just
all these movies you see these Spanish women going crazy for black men.
I've been noticed that.
If this happened, it's probably a smaller portion. But most blacks and Hispanics are cool with each other.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be real. Yeah, we got our issues here and there. But the thing about all these Spanish women that's dating these black guys, you know what I mean? So, and see, Jalen, they're vocal, man, about liking black men, bro. They're very vocal about it. Cuban, you know, Mexican, Puerto Rican, it don't matter. All these different races of Spanish women want black guys.
Yeah. When I seen that video, I'm like,
Asians too.
I saw
They
that
got a
video
lot
with
of
Red
Asian women
Supreme.
too. And Ray Supreme, he be he say a lot like he was talking about we're not necessarily talking about Danica, but just her, the Crimson Crew, just female content creators in general.
Yes, I
But
know.
the problem is it's like, of course they're gonna be pandering to men because men want to hit her, and then it's like a lot of females they don't want to hear that. You know, so you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I bet you Jalen, if Danica was talking about the black man like a dog, watch how many female subscribers she gonna get.
That's pretty true, man. That's pretty true.
She don't have nobody watching because she telling the truth. That's why she have mostly males, because mostly males are accountable. A lot of these females, they're not. That's why the Crimson Crew, that's why all their fan base is men, because the men are looking at them like they're telling the truth. You know, and yeah, their subscriber count would be crazy high if they was talking bad about men, black men all day long. Watch how many subscribers they get. That should have boost, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I saw that video. I saw that live stream. Yeah, when
But Ray has a point. He's like,
that
it
was for
doesn't
real.
benefit nobody.
That was for real. You know
And
something?
the reason it doesn't benefit nobody because the women refuse to listen. That's why it doesn't benefit.
Yeah, I've been noticed that. Yeah, but Shadow, I saw that video of those Hispanic bastards did to that little boy. Also, I seen another video. Yo, Shadow, I seen another video of that teenager with autism got jumped by some black girls. I'm like, wow. I seen that video before.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
but the problem is that wouldn't have happened if other black people stood in and protected that young boy, but they probably wasn't around. But it's like,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. Hey, but shall let the roast be first. If this was a bunch of white girls jumped on that black girl with autism, right, it'll been all over the news, right?
I don't think it matters, right? I don't think it matters what you got. Wrong is wrong, Jalen.
Yeah.
Don't matter if you got disability or not. Wrong is wrong.
Yeah, man.
No matter how you look at it, it's just like, bro, murder is murder, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So beating up on anybody is wrong, regardless of color. You can't do that.
I guarantee you right now, Shadow. But guess what was gonna happen?
So they beat that boy so bad he almost died. That's sad. The doctors told him out, we don't know if he gonna make it or not.
Yes, yes, that's truth. I had an encounter with some Hispanic. He didn't like my ass too because of my skin color.
What he told you?
He called me the N-word. I'm like, okay, that's supposed to hurt my feelings, bro.
Why he told you that?
He didn't like black people.
Now, like you said, brother, hell with him, man. You should tell him we don't like your ass either. Tell him go back to your country. But yeah, I seen that too because a lot of them, like especially the Mexicans, they can be prejudiced too now. But Jaden, we don't want to put everybody in the same box. We want to be fair. What's wrong with this damn game? I'm about to leave. It's crazy.
Man, it's a
Not
war
this
zone.
again.
You know something, Shadow, it's a war zone now. Happening here in my hometown. Memphis 10 now.
This is a war zone.
Yeah, with all the gang violence going on in my hometown. Dudes out here shooting each other and murdering each other left and right.
There ain't nothing new.
Ain't nothing new too. I heard one of my people I used to go to high school with got murdered behind that Young Dolph situation. Snooty Wild got murdered and the other dude got murdered.
Oh, really?
Jeez. Hold on, I'm gonna have to take down one of the videos down.
You can wait till after it's over first.
Never mind. I can do it now.
If you want to, anyway, because you might be straight. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm straight now, but it said we got so many gang war that goes on in the black community. It's not the black community. We got Latinos out there too. In the Aryan Brotherhoods and neo lowriders. I already did research. I just looked it up. They don't like the Bloods and Crips too. And the race riot in jails too when I discovered on YouTube.
But you see, people like the Neek and a few and he probably in Crimson Security, they probably gonna take it. They probably gonna feel some kind of way that Ray was talking about them because it's kind of like, in a way, it comes off like he's hating on them in a way. Oh, it's hard to explain. You know, when he's talking about, well, what are they doing for the men and all these things? Well, at least they trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, think about it this: even if they are pandering to men, at least they're actually being honest about it. They're telling the truth because a lot of these women aren't. So at least they're being honest. You know what I mean?
I mean, this don't make any sense. It's like, but you know something about the manosphere? It just dudes is just being flip-flopping lately.
Right.
I mean, these dudes are just flip-flop too damn much.
Ooh.
What's going on?
Oh no, you good. Keep going.
I noticed these dudes be flip-flopping too much in the manosphere.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm starting to believe every time I watch the Manosphere, nothing but BS. That's what I'm starting to see every time I watch it.
I mean, they just on some bullshit right now. They just be flip-flopping and start turning on each other.
Because that's what it's starting to look like, bro. It's just about money now. That's what it seems like. They don't care about the Manosphere, whatever. That they just doing it for clout. That's what it's starting to look like.
They still they're unsubscribing from each other, turning on each other.
Why do you think? Haven't you noticed a lot of Red Supreme? A lot of his streams is usually him talking about people that don't even talk about him. You ever notice that?
I've been noticed it, man. It's just
Because
like,
because it's content, man. He needs something to talk about. That's how they make their money. That's why I told you last time, man. None of this shit is real. It's that's all it is. It's content.
hey,
He did like
they had
with
said,
today's stream. He did it because he needed something. That's all.
oh yeah. Also, they had kicked Anchorman out the group too.
Out of what group?
The Manosphere, they kicked Anchorman out.
From his point of view, he'd be like, "I'm the one that created the Black Man." So that's how he thinks. It's crazy. And of course, they gonna do that, Jalen, because like I said, man, it's all about clout. That's all it is. You gonna see each other, bro. One minute they gonna be cool with each other, next minute they gonna be talking about each other. That's how it go. Because you might have said something that person didn't like, or you might. They gotta do it somehow, man, for content. That's what it's all about, man. Content and views. You know.
Yeah, I know.
That's not Red's first time talking about somebody that don't even talk about him. Probably don't even,
I'm like, these dudes just flip flopping and they don't even have each other back. Like, come on, man.
Clout, man. That's all it's for. It's clout. You be friends with
Yeah.
somebody 1 minute, next minute you enemies. It's the internet, man. That's why they told you can't take nothing on here seriously, and I'm starting to see that more and more.
I'm just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just leave the Manosphere alone, because it's every time all these dudes do just stab each other in the back just for clicks and views. And then every time
think about it like this, Jalen. If there's a chance that they can make more money exploiting you think they won't do it?
Yeah, they start exploiting me. I'm like, what the hell I did to y'all? Make y'all attack me?
Clout, man. It's all this clout. Shit, trying to go down. Like I said, Red is doing no different than any other content creator. He putting it out there and he's making views and stuff. That's all that's for. Angry Man too. Why you think Angry Man complains so much about people subscribing to him? Or people tipping? His views, man.
Man, this don't make any sense. That's why I'm
It
like,
make perfect sense. It's a scheme.
Yeah, it's
man.
perfect.
You think outside the box.
You know what? I'm not even gonna talk.
Some people don't care about us, Jaden. They don't care about you or me. What about them?
Hell, none of these mass producers don't even care about each other. They don't care for themselves anyway. I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and leave the Manosphere alone. Just go on by my business. That's the same thing with the conscious community too.
Because at the end of the day, they really don't know each other. So it's like, some of them they might have personally met it, but then again, that's even worse when you personally met somebody and you still that's even worse. Because now you know them personally.
I mean, at the end of the
That's
day,
why people
man.
say, "Oh, Angry Man, why do you always complain about people following your channel?" Like, because it's content, man. He ain't doing it just to be doing it. He trying to get paid like the next man. Huh? You know what I mean, Jalen?
Yeah. I was at the war at the sisterhood a few years ago, and now all of a sudden now these Manosphere dudes just start turning on me, don't even have my back. I was going to war with the sisterhood.
If they turn on you and then don't have your back, that means most likely they ain't never had your back. Let's be real. You just seen their true colors. That's all that is. That's why you gotta say fuck them, man. Like, you gotta. Because they don't care about you or me. Do I care about them? No.
And they always with their SBE stuff, bro.
SBE.
Yeah, shame, blame, explain it. SBE.
So when you right in the corner now. It's about when you when you back them up in the corner, they don't know how to accept it, so they just push you aside.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. Yeah, yeah, Shadow. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to still talk about this topic, game wars, and then we're gonna talk about something else. What you think about the game wars in society? The game wars.
What it does think about it creates issues. It's basically a group of thugs. That's all it is. It's thugs.
Also, we got Neanderthal thugs in the white community too. Neanderthal thugs.
No, Neanderthals are what, if you know your history, is what white people originated from.
Yeah, that's why I call them Neanderthal thugs. Oh yeah, we got some white people who commit crimes too, who's in the gang too. Known as the Aryan Brotherhood and the Ku
You
Klux
know what I'm
Klan.
saying? Neanderthal is not a troublemaker. It was like a wild beast. So they say. It was something that white people originated from, Neanderthals. And then a lot of them was reproducing with Homo sapiens. That's all I know according to history. Yeah, they were saying, Jay, it has nothing to do with crime. You know them cavemen that was sleeping in caves?
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, them cavemen that sleeping, those supposed to be Neanderthals, the ones that sleep in caves, according to history.
I mean, this don't make any sense.
I
How
mean,
come?
if you want, you can call them barbarians. That's probably a better term.
Yeah, I seen. Also, I seen Hispanics joining gangs too, called Mexican Mafia and Latin Kings. Did you know the Mexican Mafia had teamed up with the Aryan Brotherhood? Hold on, I'll show you. Hold on. Look at their allies right here. Hold on.
I wouldn't show it yet.
I'm not. Hold on.
Just for you not getting it, because you got to be careful with that.
Nah, it's on a different website. Hold on, right here. Hold on. Let me share this. See, I looked on the allies, and they rival was Black Gorilla Family, Bloods.
But see, I told you gotta watch that though, Jay. Remember I told you a lot of shit you see on the internet ain't always true, man. You gotta watch that.
I know. That's why I'm be careful all the time.
And you on Wikipedia too? Wikipedia is not a trusted site at all.
Never mind. Skip this. Hold on. Okay.
So you gotta take that with a grain of salt because anybody can write on Wikipedia. Like that's not a trusted place at all.
Well, Wikipedia is not a trusted place. They miss information.
Yeah, because anybody can put information on there.
All right.
Anybody can. You can. That's why I say it's not. It's misleading like a lot of sites.
Misleading. Okay, cool. Never mind.
That's what I'm saying. Not to say that it's fully wrong. You just got to be wary of certain sites. You got to know where you're getting your sources from, because the internet can lie and it will lie to you. Just because it's there don't mean it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why even when I'm looking shit up, I have to remind myself that too. That just because it's there don't mean it's true.
You want me to stop sharing it?
Yeah, if you that's up to you. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, you was on Wikipedia, and you don't know if that thing was updated or not too. So that's why Jalen, when it comes to information, you gotta kind of tread lightly sometimes.
Yeah. Wikipedia is a fraud or something.
No, it's just a place. It's a place for information, but anybody can put the information there, so it doesn't. It's like, for example, it's like it's like if I think I know something, I put the information there. It's not correct just because I put it there, and I'm thinking that's the right information. That's all. You can put information there, thinking that it's right information is actually wrong. That's the thing. Why it can be misleading.
Yeah, you can get flag. Oh yeah, some people can flag you for that.
You look at your comments.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at I'm looking on the allies right here. I'm like, okay, I think it's true. Let me blow up. See, hello. I think they team. Oh, they teaming up with these allies right here. Click off this. I mean, I seen the Aryan Brotherhood murder other black people too. When I heard stories about it,
Yeah. And that's the
that
thing
was
about the internet, man. You gotta take it with a grain of salt because you don't know if what you're reading is actually true or not.
hold
That's
on.
the
I
thing
got it.
about it.
Hey, Shelly, can you hold it down for me? I gotta do some right quick. Hold on. I got take care of I gotta take care of business. Can you hold it down for me? Can you go ahead, just hold it
Yeah.
down, just go stick to the topic what you're saying, game wars, and then we're gonna talk about something else at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Whew. Probably wait till you get back there.
Y'all guys, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
Let's go do your thing, man. You gotta tell us. Oh, shit, take it. There we go. Let's see. Oh, oh.
Just about everything I ever went through in school was hard. So work was tough. Q was a Q. People with me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna dance off. Can't dance. But the one thing about school that was harder than anything else. Chris, wake up. Was getting there. Time to go to school. You can't line up with that. Oh, that's a Kim Kardashian. Kids were still sleeping. I had to get my clothes off, wash my face, brush my teeth, eat. And get 3 bucks. I got someone. It gave me just enough time to catch the second one. Usually made me right on time to catch up.
All right, I'm back. Okay, I'm back now, people. All right. Remember, Shadow, I had watched Gangland on November 2007. It was real. It was not funny. It was not funny. It was real.
Just for the record, Chris, you can't afford to believe it.
Yes, it was real, people. I'm not trolling, but it was real.
Difference doesn't make it all late. You took all my tips. You only got like 1 more week to go. Counting today, you have been late 29 times this year, and 30 is the limit. If you're late again, you will not be promoted. You will have to repeat the 10th grade.
Shadow, you gotta turn your TV down. I'm hearing feedback. Shadow. Okay, Shadow, I had to mute you. I'm hearing feedback. Sorry. Man, I like this app, Google Meeting. I mean, we got a lot of problems within society. Racist white folks, murderers, gang violence in society. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm gonna talk about Donald Trump and migrants. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about that because I mean this don't make any sense. We got a lot of these people out there just want to be gang violence and just want to shuck and jive and all that stuff. I mean, what's the point? I'm gonna tell you like this right now. The gang violence and the drugs out there, it's destroyed the black community. Let's think about it. I mean, I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm gonna play one more and that's it. We're gonna talk about something else. Look out this. Okay, let me see.
Jalen.
Yeah, I was hearing feedback.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So yeah. So
I
you can, I
mean,
guess you can continue now. I mean,
you know, I'm not gonna play no more videos. Let me get back to the topic. Yeah, it just Shadow, you know
yeah,
what
you.
destroyed you know what destroyed the black community?
I can
Drugs
think
and
of
feminism.
many.
Drugs and feminism.
You're excluding all kind of other issues too.
Oh,
So there's many things that's killing the community: single motherhood, violence, murders, poor area education. It's many different things, man.
yeah. I've been noticed it now.
Dysfunction, like
And these dudes who are in these dudes who are in the gangs and dealing poison to the black community, they doing white supremacist work.
yeah.
I'm like, these dudes are white supremacists in black skin.
I feel like a lot of I feel like a lot of that too is a lot of violence is usually by gangs.
Yes, every time somebody talk about, like, for example, Tommy Sotomayor and other people talk about, all of a sudden now they're a coon and a sellout and the Uncle Ruckus. Just call them all types of coons, sellouts. I'm like, why would you call any person who call this out? I mean, call this stuff out a coon and a sellout? Like, what kind of stuff is that, man?
Jesse Lee Peterson, basically him in real life, Jesse Lee.
Jesse Lee Peterson. What about him?
I said that's basically Uncle Ruckus in real life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. He does a lot. People say he be coon, but hey, facts. I think he be speaking the truth. Jesse Lee Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had called him off toss of coons too. Jesse Lee Peterson.
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, my view. Yeah, I'm gonna give me a dynamic microphone, and I'm gonna give me a new table.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. This woman knows shit. Knows shit.
You know something, Shadow? What you think about the street wars within Memphis, Tennessee? What you think about it?
I don't know. I don't live in Memphis. I lived there for 4 years. I don't really know nothing about Memphis.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get out this hellhole, man. It just gotten so bad now. I was trying to move to Mississippi.
I mean, shit. No matter where you go, it's gonna be violence everywhere. So it's like you gotta get comfortable where you at, man. Because no matter where you go,
I probably moved to the suburbs. I'm still in the hood. I'm probably moved to the suburbs. It'll be a safe place in Tennessee. That's the best thing I could do. Just move away from black
but
people.
I heard though in Memphis it ain't hard to die there.
Yeah, after Big Jug's murder, I'm like, you know what? I'm just planning on getting my money up together, and then when I leave the black community, I might go to the suburbs when it's peace and safer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably move to Knoxville. I don't know. Anywhere because I'm sick of this hellhole. I want to move out. I'll probably move to Knoxville, Tennessee.
I mean, they're gonna be problems everywhere, Jay. It don't matter where you move, you're gonna run into some issues. But some area, I mean, even in Memphis, they probably got some areas that are safer than others.
I know.
It's just I hear that concept. It's just a matter of where you are. So moving out of Memphis wouldn't even be a solution because it's like you just leaving one crime area and then going to somewhere else. Damn, I got a mosquito in here. Let me see if I can.
I mean, I just don't get it with these crime areas. And here in Tennessee, it just got so bad now that we got the highest rate of murderers. It's like it's becoming Chicago now. You know why it's coming like this? Because single parent households.
That's the black community in general, though.
I know.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
they did poll. They said at least 60% of the black community, something like that, 60 or something like that percentage are single mothers.
yes, 60% of them because I don't know why
But that's a
Hootie.
high ass percentage.
I don't know who these women keep having babies by.
What do you think? The thugs, the criminals, the deadbeats, the losers. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jalen, the deadbeats, the losers. Because unfortunately, a lot of black people like that, like dysfunction, and that's what they get. It's dysfunctional.
Yeah, I believe it's that I believe it's that demonic hip hop. That's I believe
Ghetto
something.
coach. We have a very ghetto culture, unfortunately.
I know. You know what? I believe it's that today's hip hop, which is not promoting good things in the black community.
Yeah.
I believe so, Shadow.
Yeah, it's the ignorant ghetto music.
I miss 90s hip hop like Big L and Nas. You know Big L?
Nope.
No?
I heard of Nas, but I don't really listen to,
Big
I
L.
listen to everything, but I don't really. Go ahead.
His name is Big L, a East Coast hip hop rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Big Pun and Big L and Fat Joe.
And most, yeah, because I'd be like, well, damn.
You don't see Joey Badass and all the new generation of talented rappers don't promote that kind of stuff. But these ignorant ghetto rappers, they keep promoting that shit.
Hey, right?
Like you just gotta be. I'm like, this music is so crazed out. But Shadow, let me tell you some disturbing stuff that you don't want to hear.
Go ahead. Ain't gonna be nothing I ain't never heard before.
Some grown woman was twerking on that 9-year-old rapper, Little RT. 2 grown women. I'm like,
what?
I'm like, okay, see that stuff what I be talking about. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm done.
You said he was 9
I
years
gave
old?
up. Huh?
You said he was 9 years old?
Yes.
And you know why that is, Jalen? That's because because our society is so screwed up. They don't see women as the P word, but they always see men as such.
I mean that.
This is why it's glorified whenever you see.
I wish I had that. I wish Wordstar Hip Hop had that reporting button. I would just went and just flag it, and that's it. I would have been flagging it. That's it.
Why do you even look at World Star Hip Hop somewhere? That's just ghetto entertainment. Why are you even on that?
I don't be looking
That's
on there. I'll
all
be on
that's
YouTube.
all that's for. Yeah, that's all World Stars for. That's ghetto ass ignorant shit. That's all it's for.
Man, they need to shut down that website, man. They need to boycott that stuff, but unfortunately, that website gonna stay up.
If you go looking for it, that's all you're gonna ever find. Black people doing dumb shit like that.
And these dumb, ignorant rappers on there too. I miss today's underground rapper like Immortal Technique. You know about him?
No.
Oh, you ain't listen too much old school hip hop? Huh, Shadow?
Nah.
Well, I listen a lot of
just cause you black them and you gotta listen to that stuff.
Yeah, I've been listening to underground hip hop for now because that's the way it is now with these because the mainstream hip hop they don't ever promote conscious rappers. I'm like that. I was just sickening about that was just sickening. But I'm
Oh
not even
yeah,
gonna.
to have that grown woman twerking on that young boy, huh?
Yeah, that was. I'm like, that was just disgusting. And here go these underground rappers right here. See, underground.
Wait for the results from my GED was one of the scariest moments of my life.
See, here go these underground rappers right here. They got some good talent right here. Here you go.
All right.
Oh, I heard about Talib Kawi. Uh, Immortal. I think I heard about Immortal Technique.
Big Hank. Yeah, I ain't really focused on that, Jalen, to be honest.
I know. Common, Nas, Eminem.
Oh, Common. Okay, I know Common, but I've never heard any of his songs. But I know him, you know. I know Common was in John Wick. I think it was 2. Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about MF Doom?
No, I don't really know. I don't really know a lot of hip hop or R&B raps artists.
DMX, recipes to him. But I believe a lot of the East.
Earl Simmons. That's it. Can't get Earl. Whatever he do.
I heard about
Big
him
L.
before.
Big L.
Yeah, this the dude right here.
Is he a ghetto rapper?
No, he's an old school hip hop.
Oh, so when they was actually, so he grew up in time when they actually talking about stuff
Yeah,
and not
he's a
just BS. Right.
this the it's so sad, but recipes to Big L right here. This the dude who speaks some who like to spit some rhymes too. He one of the East Coast rappers out there. Yeah, click off him. Man, it's so bad enough now that you got a lot of these never mind.
Once
I ain't put you on mute. What happened? I ain't put you on mute.
hold on, I was trying to see something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, you good? Yeah, I told you. Hold on, remember? I'll check it something. Ooh, they got Hellboy over here. Okay.
Man.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Thank God thank God I grew up on old school hip hop back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did.
I'm guessing because they actually was talking about stuff and not this ghetto stupid stuff today. That's right.
I'm like, you know, I can't listen to today's hip hop no more. It's just stupid, ignorant, and act like a bunch of retards. I'm like, damn. Okay, what's the topic of? Oh yeah, what about Donald Trump versus the migrants? Shadow.
versus them. What you talking about?
Donald Trump said he said he was talking about the migrants. No. Let me scratch him out. Talk about the migrants committing crimes. The migrants.
Well, even Ray did it, but that's what it's looking like that they've been doing crime, causing crime since they've been here.
Yeah,
Getting
I
all
know.
these benefits that a lot of these Americans are working. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And they not even from this country.
they said they want to deport them back to the Mexico.
They should. Then get their asses out of here. You know, if you're gonna be here legally. So just migrate here is crazy. Flooding our country, go back to your own country.
I seen a video this migrant raped a little girl. I'm like, this dude's sick as hell, and he impregnated her. I'm like, this dude got to be a sicko.
Oh, I think I heard about that story too.
I'm like, this dude's a sicko. You gonna
So
sit there?
they say Jalen, these migrants coming over here causing trouble and shit.
I've been knowing that about the migrants. They nothing but troublemakers.
I heard, bro, they already had about 300 to some thousand migrants already. I said, damn.
But that's a lot of people.
And they keep coming. America need to do something. They keep coming.
Yeah, did you know I slowed down the gender war videos because I didn't want to get my channel flagged, so I just come up with something other topics. I slowed down the gender war stuff.
Ain't no gender war. It's the women that are combative, not the men.
I've been
It's the women that's making this shit a big deal.
I mean, it just got so bad now that the gender war never gonna continue. So, but you know what? I'm just gonna lay off for right now because I've been getting shadow banned lately.
Shadow
you know why?
what?
The same topics I've been doing, I've been getting shadow banned.
You gotta change it up, man.
That's what I've been doing all day, just changing up, just streaming games and etc. I'm like, damn. I'm like, you know what? Let me change my topic. Let me change my channel around because you know how these folks get down. They start flagging you when you say
That's
something
why
they
I
don't
tell
like.
you can't say. That's why I tell you gotta be careful with your words. You can't say all. You have to say most.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't
Most.
want to include everyone in that art because everyone is not against that. Everyone is not for. Unfortunately, it's feminism that's gotten to. It's hitting a lot of black women. That's why we having this issue now.
Man, you got these feminist bras out there just don't like men, especially black men in general.
A lot of them have came from destroyed households. Let's be
Yeah, I
real.
know. It had destroyed the black family feminism.
Yeah. Telling them to be 304s, and so you see them on Twitter, they no shame. Embrace your sex. They telling you embrace nothing. That's just telling you to be a hoe. That's all that's doing. That's the only thing they teaching young girls how to be 304. That's all they do is they training them to be that.
I mean,
right.
That's right. That's a. I'm like, this is a waste of time trying to talk to these females. If they don't want to listen, that's fine. We're just going by our business. Hey, did you hear about Nature Boy getting life sentence now?
Mm-mm.
He's done.
Oh, they got him, huh?
Yeah, they got him.
Well, he get what he deserves. He ain't a cult leader. He ain't a reaper. He ain't a grief for women. I mean,
Yeah, he's done, bro. He's done.
boy, ain't that grief. That's crazy. He ain't that grief for women. Like what?
I mean, Jesus, man. It's like I'm thinking that the conscious community be abusing black women, right?
I'm sorry. You got a great. I'm sorry. You got a great point. You a loser, bro. I'm sorry. Like ain't you need that bad? You a loser, bro. Ain't no way.
Who, Nature Boy?
Anybody, bro. If you got a great something, they'll say you a loser, man. For real. Right? Like you pathetic, man. You got to stoop that low for anybody. Not just Nature. AKA his real name is Bishop. They said.
Yeah, that dude was from the conscious community. The cult father when him and Siner was beefing.
Marcus Sarnetta was telling him what he was doing was wrong.
Yeah, as of right now, Siner was they start turning on Siner too, brother Polite. I think he might get out this year or probably next year.
Brother Polite probably got those cheeks taken. I ain't gonna lie. You already know, bro. He went to prison. He
Yeah,
probably got those cheeks taken.
I'll probably let me ask you something. If you had no, I ain't gonna say the word that. No, I'm gonna scratch it out. Probably he got anal sex by somebody.
Why didn't you just? You said the word. You gotta be careful with that. But yeah, I'm about to say, why didn't you just say he had his cheeks taken? That's what that means.
I'm gonna say cheeks clay. Cheeks taken.
Yeah, or clap either way. Either way. And when they say he got his cheeks taken, that means he got raped. He probably did.
I mean, that's on. I'm like, dude, why you heard doing this grape and stuff? It's like that's what these conscious community dudes do to these women. But they want to say is the manosphere doing it. I think they just far much worse than the manosphere, the conscious community sector.
Yeah, Jalen. He might have. Like I said, bro, he probably got his cheeks taken, bro.
Shit. I mean, damn.
Because they hate, CM over there. Somebody probably attacked him. I don't know. Like I said, Jalen, he got attacked, all right, but he didn't get attacked in the normal sense. Yeah. And you said he in there, right?
Yeah, he in there because what he did to that little girl.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody probably took. Somebody probably. He didn't say Jalen. He probably took his manhood in there, huh? He said that woman. She was like, "Yes, I do." He was saying that shit like he didn't care, like he was just emotionless. You did, right? This ain't Jenny. He's about to get her.
Man, I know. Hey, guess what? After Nature Boy get out, he'll have to require. He'll have to register as a offender.
Wait, you said he got life though, so he ain't getting out.
Mm-hmm.
You said what you think life means?
Yeah.
If he got life, he ain't getting out.
Yeah. Without probably parole.
No, ain't no probably. That's what they mean when they give you life. You ain't getting out.
Possibly parole. Possibly parole. I'm sorry.
No, it's without the possibility of parole.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, man. Man, I'm keep stuttering, bro. Jesus.
That's why I'm telling you. If they gave the man, if somebody give you life, that means you're not getting out. No matter what, you're gonna die in there.
Yeah, he is.
That's what that means.
Nature Boy better get ready, cause he probably gonna get his cheeks taken and probably getting stabbed.
Killed.
Yeah.
Well, deleted out of your fear. Well, I don't think you're making money anyway, so.
Yeah, man. Boy, I tell you, boy. That's why people left the conscious community alone, because I know it was a joke.
That's right. Just nowadays.
Boy, I'll tell you right now, bro. Man, this is so bad. But I missed, something, shut up. I missed I missed the 90s rappers, like, this ghetto hip hop we listen to today's hip hop. But you know what? Did you know what happened to these drill rap? Oh yeah, let's talk about that. You know what happened to these drill rappers got murdered?
Because I don't stay up to date like that.
Yeah, I've been hearing so many drill rappers got hurt or got murdered behind that music. I'm like, you know what? I can't listen to that music. It's just too damn demonic. I know so many times some people got hurt behind it songs doing like, oh, I'm smoking on it, or pissing on the art grave. Did you see what happened? I saw the video of this rapper had dig up his ob's grave. I'm like, y'all got that low to do that shit. I'm like, wow.
If you go looking for it, that's all you ever gonna find.
I'm like, man, this drill music is just evil and demonic.
And why even entertain it if that's the case?
And I heard it's that New York drill rap now. They just pushed it now. Now we got Memphis drill rap. I'm like, I'm just like, I'm just so heartbroken about how the music industry is. The music industry, they're on some bullshit right now. They're on some bullshit right now.
Think about most today.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-mm-mm. Shit. That demonic hip hop is what's causing this black community just to fall apart because of that demonic hip hop, which I'm listening to right now. Like, damn. You know something, Shadow? Hip hop is falling apart. It really is. It's falling apart. Man, I swear to God, man. That's why I'm just like, you know what caused hip hop to fall? Mumble rap and drill rap. That's what destroyed hip hop. Shadow. All right, man. What time it is? 9:30. I'm finna get off in a minute, man. 9:30. We forget off. I mean, has hip hop just getting more demonic? It just not getting fun anymore.
Well, some people believe in Illuminati, some people, don't. So I don't know.
You know what? It's not okay to promote death and destruction within the black community. You need to promote positive stuff. But no, they can't even do that.
They ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Why you think so many talk about them messing with women and calling women bees and all these things? It's not positive at all. But when has hip hop and R&B and all these type of music, when have they ever really been positive?
Hey, you listen to Lauryn Hill, right?
No.
Okay. Well, I can't even listen to today's hip hop. That STD hip hop music with these females keep promoting.
Oh, you talk about the whole thought culture.
Yeah, man, that STD. You know how many times I talked about this but Shadow, guess what? Who getting the STDs now? The teenagers. It's not adults. It's the teenagers sleeping around. It's them
that's wrong. All these women doing OnlyFans. That is incorrect.
Yeah, you saw that on Nino Brown. He talked about it too. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got that on my channel. Hold on.
Just like they say, there's a teenager. That part is, like I said, all these women doing OnlyFans. That's a lie.
Hold on.
And there's a lot of women that are doing it. A lot.
Here you go. If you want to hear this, I can play on my main channel right here. Hold on. Here you go. Here you go. We're gonna do this. Here you go. Here you go.
I heard a chicken head say this. Let me tell you something. I heard a chicken head say this.
If you're fucking with a condom, that does not count as a body. It does not.
So what? 100 niggas.
And it's not gonna count. Exactly. It's not gonna count.
Yeah, that's
what?
So after she said that, I went and pulled up this list of the top 10 cities that got that shit. These are the cities that either burning, dripping, or passing out lifetime bumps, aka STDs. Now the #1 city on the list for the most STDs 2024 is Memphis, Tennessee. The #2 city in the goddamn list is Jackson, Mississippi. #3, Columbia, South Carolina. #4, Baltimore, Maryland. #5, Philadelphia. #6, New Orleans, Louisiana. #7, Milwaukee. #8, Little Rock, Arkansas. #9, Washington, D.C. And #10, Norfolk, Virginia. Now dig this. This not just the adults. that's sick and out here passing out that shit, passing out STDs and shit like that. It's these teenagers out here passing out that shit, man. They passing out the drip. They passing out the itch. You know that shit be itching and burning down there. You can't even be it burn. Oh, mama, then they can't even tell their mama and their daddy that they out here hunching, cause they too young to be hunching. They out here listening to these STD rappers like Dirty Red, Sexy Red, whatever her name is, the City Girls and Lotto them, man. And all these female rappers out here selling coochie on the records. Dirty Red, Sexy Red, whatever y'all called her, that talking about she got a baby by Drake. She got a lip gloss out there that she personally named all the flavors after STDs that she done contracted in her lifetime. She got this lip gloss named Gonorrhea. Then you got the City Girl out here promoting hoism. And Lotto said she'll spend that 500 before she ever trap you. She don't want no baby by no man. Let me tell you something, man. These kids really look up to these rappers, and they take what they say as biblical laws for female agendas, man. Right. And the scariest part is the prettiest women in the world are the sickest women in the world, because they at the top of the food chain for the men that got money. And see, most of these girls that's pretty and fine be goddamn broke. And see, the men with the money, they the sick ones, man, because they out here hunching, scoring everybody. They got a rotation because they got the money. See, in life, everybody hunching on everybody, but ain't nobody with nobody. Y'all just hunching, and that's why you got to look at it like this, man. Everybody that you see, 1 out of 3 probably got that shit, that itch, that goddamn burn or that drip. Stay your broke ass away from it, cause I don't want shit you got, man. You can't trust nobody. If you got a clean mushroom tip, you worth more than gold. If you deal with a woman that ain't sleeping with nobody but you, then you the bag. Y'all the bag. Trust what I'm saying. You could brag about that. Because I hear, man, these women sleeping with anybody that got a check, and they ain't going to get a check up. Because trust what I'm saying. When they pull that dress up, it's some shit drip, 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 drip down there. Y'all just seen the cities. Ain't shit in these streets, but ran through Cooler Cat. Drip, bumps, and itches. And I don't want none of that shit. Stay your broke ass away from me. But y'all comment below if y'all in any one of these cities and y'all done got burned. I ain't gonna tell nobody. Y'all comment below what y'all feel about this situation and how can we prevent these situations. Because ain't nobody teaching these young teenagers how to screw. Ain't nobody telling them what they could listen to. Remember the Kirk Franklin stomp? All my preachers say stomp. We need some of that out here, man. All this hoism music, man, got to go. Because that's why the STD rates high in 2024. But y'all comment below and let me know how y'all feel about this. Drip, drip, shot.
Hey man, exactly. That was good. He does stop putting your D and everything.
I mean, it's true, bro. If I had a daughter, man, I won't let her listen to that mess.
He's all y'all screwing each other, man. I could tell he was from Memphis. They always say Maine.
No, he's from Florida.
He said Maine.
I mean,
like this.
I mean, that was sickening. I'm like, damn.
But like I said, you gotta take it with a grain of salt though, because everything ain't always 100% accurate. They look up sources too. You gotta remember that. The information they got ain't always true either.
That's why I said, you know what, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait
But
till
when you
marriage.
talk about with the black community spreading, it's not too far fetched because they're all screwing each other. That's why the women that would say they body counts because they've had all these different men, and it's crazy. I hate to say it, bro. It's like you got about 50. So I mean, bro, you ain't nothing but an object at that point. That's basically what that means. You ain't nothing but an object.
Man,
You already know.
I don't know. That was just. I don't want my private parts be burning.
He said, "Yeah, what?"
I don't want to be
Oh
itching.
yeah.
All right, Shell, it's 9:30, man. I'm finna go ahead and get off now. So I'm out. Peace, man. I'm finna get off here.
All right. See.
All right. See you later. Okay. All right, y'all. We out. Peace. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Ain't never seen fire shooting up so high. Look at them flames lighting up the sky.
Look at them flames lighting up the sky. I ain't never seen fire shooting up so high. Are you listening, people, to what I'm saying? Because it sure looks to me like them niggas ain't playing.
Them niggas ain't playing.
Them niggas ain't playing. Them niggas ain't playing.
Got a house full of cars and it be like that. House full of pain and it be like that. Fell out of love and it be like that. Mouth full of drugs and it be like that. I done ran out of faith and it be like that. Hit many times and it be like that. Bled for the gang and it be like that. I died so many ways and it be like that. It's lightweight. Grew around beef so long it's like cake. Soon I bring God around, we part ways. I done lost friends, came up the same day. I done cut ends with shit that won't change. I ain't buy dope enough to push skis. Try to stay self-aware within me. Ran through the streets so much my name clean. The only crip gave the crips a new scene. I done checked off the list on my dreams. Cats don't deserve the shit that I bring. Cats don't earn the shit that I burn. Little niggas standing tall and be firm. It's either us done with them or get served. Keep trying to line with shit that don't work. Joy came in the day that I birthed. Jay shot her daddy needs some new work. Fried chicken wings, my new shit was clean. Golf and Bel Air, I'm so beyond my means. 8 figures up, your hood gets twisted up. Nothing near standard, everything deluxe. I done had it all and still ain't had enough. I'ma get mine, you get all me. Mouth full of drugs, a dope. Got a house full of cars and it be like that. House full of pain and it be like that. Fell out of love and it be like that. Mouth full of drugs and it be like that. I done ran out of faith and it be like that. Hit many times and it be like that. Bled for the gang and it be like that. I died so many ways and it be like that. Just like yeah. Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe, ass titties. Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe, ass marijuana, pussy hoe, ass titties. Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe, ass titties. Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe, ass titties. Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe. Gave up so much time now I could do without. Glad for that brand new bitch, she had the motor mouth. Skeletons in my closet, I have to kick them out. Selling words in my head, just wanna go around.
Repent for my sins, then I turn around by next weekend, do it again. Watch friends repeat, cycle on end. Just spin, I'm bent, she bent and bent over. I hit, I dip. I need to slow it down. Uppers got me on TEN, I spent $1 million to be zen. Bought a Jesus piece with diamonds in it, still curse words in my hand. Let's begin. Righteous malfeasance, fighting my demons. Might spend my evenings alone, and that's not that I got. So many ways and it be like that. Shit went left field, I'll be right back. Shot for the moon, I need my gas. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, I'm higher than heaven above. Enough is just never enough. I'm stuck when I should be leveling up. My main bitch then fell out of love.
No, it's not Sean. The Asian I see.
Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe. Marijuana 100%. If I'm gonna be with the shit, I got too much to risk. Took a new head off the list. Can't be dead in the mix. The gang don't fill up the fridge. The captain came off the lid. The boy done burn up the bridge. The last screw fell off was his. A black man barely can stand. A black man still in demand. Probably go down with your friends. Full of cars and it be like that. House full of pain and it be like that. Fell out of love and it be like that. Mouth full of drugs and it be like that. I done ran out of faith and it be like that. Hit many times and it be like that. Bled for the gang and it be like that. I died so many ways and it be like that. It's like yeah, 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 yeah. Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe, ass titties. 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 Marijuana hydro, pussy hoe, pussy hoe.
Listen, I was doing hip hop. Yo.
Back in love with this shit. Back in love.
Like damn, why I get a bitch like Yearn? I'm a drop top nigga, the sun won't burn when it lit like WAP, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like go. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame ass nigga tryna play up my name. When I'm 23 to it and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb got stained. I'm a nigga out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set, a nigga dying them streets. To the boy alley hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when the shit got real. Young black boy running got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. Truth for that pussy ain't mine. Hurt but I made it out fine, still in my prime. Broke nigga really outline, talk like he Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. Nigga, how you live with no spine? Broke nigga better off dying. Man, you niggas got nerve, broke ass need to get a bird. Fuck it, I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You bitch niggas looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side nigga, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 in a bitch so blue. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in the wrong purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Nigga living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Well, you all on my dick when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his ass get burned. But the boy got spit when the light got turned. Got his head all cracked when the boy won't learn. Big racked up shorty when the block gets served. Niggas always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my bitch, but I ain't them nerd. Like damn, why pie get a bitch like Yearn? Stack my O's like Ohio. Looking at your life, that's a long no. Looking at my life, Dinky Pablo. Yapo, ya.
Bro, you. I told Ghetto until they keep I'm gonna pick fights with people. People only play. I don't care what I do.
Gotta catch up to my levels, try to stay black, young fella. Almost died twice, but let's get it. Got an 8 max with no limits. Getting head in Paris, that's different. I done hit the world, my crib. I done leveled up my living. I ain't dancing around in no skillet. Oh, you prostitute need pimping. We gon' find the truth of your children.
You don't never
Yeah.
Royal South Florida. I mean, what the fuck, man?
Got me up rolling my roots in the soap. Down on the bottom, my president gold. Dance to the pussy and come in the throat. Shit better clear when I open the door. Come get a hello, I'll get on the floor. Nigga, you pussy, you know where to go. Been through your hood, I done seen it before. Remember me, I done came through in the ghost. Married the thing I consider to know. Nosy as hell, she irritable. No 10 on that thing, I be doing the most. Ski in the desert, ski in the snow. Ski in the desert, ski in the scope. Fuck do you mean it's a hook right here? Fuck do you mean I can skate right here? Fuck do you mean I can play right here? Be with the brothers, or be with the low. Something is funny, you might be the joke. Nigga, you pussy, you know where to go. Time to get money, let's get it to go. Nigga, your bitch got a negative ass. Nigga, you lame, better stay in the past. Shot them before, I'ma do it again. Little red niggas be kicking the shins. I like the moon while watching it bloom. Bitch ass nigga done spark the fuse. Bitch ass nigga done came to lose. Rich ass nigga might change your mood. Found out nigga you breaking news. Damn near 50 got shit to prove. Oh, that nigga done turned the fool. Hell no, boy, don't fuck with you. How you gangsta and gullible? Bitch, you a hoe, you eligible. Yeah, nigga, pussy, you know where to go. Nigga, you pussy, you know where to go. Nigga, you pussy, you know where to go.
That's fine. That's gay.
Yep, with that.
That's gay. That's gay. That's gay. That's gay. That's gay. That's gay.
How much more I gotta prove? How much more I gotta lose? I was just a kid staring at the ceiling, now stars on the roof. Now saltwater slide pools, DRC's not booze. Since a kid made moves, who the big call me now? Wow, style, through the nose on the clown. Ain't no holes in the crowd, not a real one around. Who gon' help when you drown? Know he lost but he brave, but done lost what he gave. Kinda off and it's strange, how you deal with the fame. Stayed away from the lanes, thank God for the day. I'm back in love and it's great. Still a whole lot of time to shut shit down. Turn me up then, bitch. Run it up then, bitch. Hella hoes like Prince. Now the gang got rich. Time to shut shit down.
Turn me up then, bitch. Run it up then, bitch. Hella hoes like Rick James. Niggas coming for the crown. Time to shut shit down. Time to shut shit down. Chevy pedal to the ground. Everybody wanna try to kill a rabbit, now you like a nigga now. Dust ball niggas by the nigga style. So I gotta keep switching up. 10 plus running millions up. I done like that 57 bitches up. Nigga, fuck it. 100 million tears in the bucket. Said the sister got him sucking fucking Minnesota twins. Nigga Kirby Puckett, bumpin' H-Town, part-time lover. How I knock boots. In a drop top coupe. Hoes fucking for the clout, not the loot. Smack a nigga in his mouth for the loot. If I ever see that pussy nigga academics, I'ma catch another lawsuit. 100 million tears in a bucket. Send a hit, I take it out the budget. You the most hated, then they gotta love it like fuck it. 100 million tears in a bucket. Send a hit, I take it out the budget. You the most hated, then they gotta love it like fuck it. Yeah.
No such thing as enough money, I want it all. A nigga showing me how to go get it, that's something I can't recall. How you never did nothing for me, but tell me one for all. How the fuck you run up all them M's without an Adderall? That's what they asked me, came up from nothing, now I'm established. Reach for the carrots and get your issue, silly rabbit. Play, I'm a dog, I'll bite, no bar, no fear in my heart. Lambo truck with the stars, I paid 200 some large. Money, bitches, and chains, niggas jacking the slang. Rose gold roller, the only thing about me plain. Rose Royce coloring it today, cause it might rain. The truck came with an umbrella, truck jumping like Coachella. I'm sipping on some clean, half my money still dirty. Whoa. They know I got a bitch, but these hoes still flirting. So I'm in the field pitch, feel like Mike Vick, quarterback. We be talking slick, so charges don't spit. Never laughing.
Money. Bitches. All these fucking killers, but the jail's full of snitches. $1 ain't got a fucking thing to do with riches. They cheese, now I got pictures of what a bitch is. Money. Bitches. All these fucking killers, but the jail's full of snitches. $1 ain't got a fucking thing to do with riches. They cheese, now I got pictures of what a bitch is. When the dog get hungry, dog gon' eat. When I slide my plate right under a nigga feet. Like the lines in the road, I get down in the street. Come through like rap, put them guys to sleep. Stay with the heat, cook niggas, shook niggas. Me and my crew through, we nothing but crook niggas. We off the hook, niggas. Everybody strip, everybody get down, cause my niggas simple. Shake niggas, fake niggas, snake niggas. Make niggas, rape niggas, I hate niggas. Talking that riff rap, get bad. They call me extortion, nigga, I get half. Money. money, money, money. Bitches, bitches, bitches. All these fucking killers, but the jail's full of snitches. A dollar ain't got a fucking thing to do with riches. They cheese, now I got pictures of what a bitch is. Money, 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 money. Bitches, bitches, bitches. All these fucking killers, but the jail's full of snitches. A dollar ain't got a fucking thing to do with riches. They cheese, now I got pictures of what a bitch is.